Time to fly, time to fly. Never give up, we won't retreat. The ones who stand up.
Hello friends, and welcome again to another Street Fighter Duel video. In this video we'll be talking about the third round of Effigy Clash, and it's the boss Loki. And this is a very hard boss to come by. Actually, it's the hardest boss of them all so far because of the freeze functionality and the hinder functionality with freeze, which doesn't freeze you, but it keeps you in place. So if you have a range attack that doesn't reach, or if you're melee, you can't hit the boss. As you see, I'm ranking in the top 10 right now in the battle zone, and I tried, if you see, I did 2 tries, but it wasn't only 2, it was like 20 tries for me to get the high score as much as possible, because it's super hard because of his hinder and his freeze. He applies freeze every time. If you have 10 stacks of freeze, you get frost. And this one that hinders you for 8 seconds, this is what you need to watch most of the time for, because you don't want to whiff your attacks, all of them, and not hit the boss actually. And it's for 8 seconds, and it looks like a small red shoe on top of your heroes. So if you have your fighter with a red shoe on top of them, it's this debuff. Just wait for it to go away and then continue attacking. On my server right now, I don't think everybody hit, but they did 1 hit or 2 hits or something like that. But not everybody is doing everything. We're just searching for the best teams, and it's still the same teams. With a little bit of changes. I added athlete chun-li for some defensive mechanism with her vortex to my Kami team, and I added Gen for more attacks, for more damage as an assist, because I got him to SS. You can replace him and use anybody else, but I've been using him even before SS just to get the full buffs of the faction. And the teams are, my first team, I didn't change it, it works perfectly. It's the Guile team with Viper. You can put Viper on another separate team alone, because when she hits with her super, she hits from far away, so you don't care about the hinder anymore. But this is the team that I'm rocking with, and of course I'm using Yang just for if Viper crits, I will get more combo gauge and more energy to hit again, with the buff of Street Poison, of course, and the C2 of Guy, which is perfect. It gives pressure, it gives crit rate, which all I need. The second team, still the same team. I tried Dalsim, but because he's not 6 out of 6, he's not providing that big of a damage, and he's getting frozen. Even I tried him here, and I tried to remove Gormagala, but still Gormagala again with this buffs is giving me the highest damage and the highest points. And I forgot to remove this. Okay. Yeah, we need to make sure that all of you need 1 fast chant on every team. Every team should have 1 fast chant on the team. Yeah, you don't need more than 1 actually. Use Echo on Summer Yang always, because Echo give him defense, and his C1, which we use, scales with his defense. It's always equal to 800 of Summer Yang's defense to all teammate. So you need to stack him with defense all the time. The third team, this is how I run it now. I have athlete Chun-Li for her C1 because it mitigates damage, and it gives you a buff. Some people said it works, some people said it doesn't. When I don't use her, my damage go 20% lower. Always same rotation, different. Even if I'm not frozen, it doesn't. She provides attack. Maybe it doesn't show. Maybe it show. Maybe I'm mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment, please. And I'm using Gen here, as you know. He's also having high stats now that he's SS, and his Shadow Clone hits the enemy, so it gives me bonus damage. I'll show you the replays now. These are the replays. And guys, look here. Everybody is having 2 wins, but there's teams above teams. Why? Because their teams, they're hitting this boss, and every time you hit this boss, you get specific points for the damage that you deal. So the more damage that you deal, the more points that you get. And it adds up for the entire team and for your individual ranking. And if you check your individual ranking, it's here. And you check how much damage you're dealing to the boss, and if your points are good. So let's go again. These are the replays. I'll show you my first team. I'll show you at X4, but I need to show you, before I start the attack, what is the hinder and how it looks like. And you need 8 seconds for it to stop. I used the drones actually to start the fight. The hinder was there, but it will show at X3 bars, I guess, before I start. I wait till the end because I just wanted the hinder to remove. So the hinder, he will apply it now after he hits. Here you go. You see here on top of Guy. Guy only had the hinder, so I don't care about it. So I start with Guile. Hinder gets removed. Guy hits from way back with his C2, so it doesn't matter. You need to pay attention when you're frozen to wait for it to get back. And as you see, if somebody hits, I get frozen. I just hit with someone else. And that's how it goes. It got 500 million, which is not that bad. 540 million, that's good. For now, until I figure out another way. And here, I'm so frustrated with Fashion Blanca. I'm not hitting the high damages that I used to hit before with him. It was my best team. Right now, it doesn't, because he's getting frozen a lot. And this is the fight. I start with Fashion Blanca, Summer Yang, then Fashion Blanca, then Bison. I whiffed so many hits. Sometimes I don't hit the C2 because he's frozen. Sometimes he stops in the middle of his super. And this is what you need to pay attention with. I'll figure out, maybe I'll replace him with some hard hitter with like one attack, not more than one. C2, he's frozen, I got it. And then I go with him again. C1, and he got frozen while doing the C2. I couldn't do the C3 of Bison. This is the hardest part of this boss. It's his freeze. And if you can manage to get lucky and not get hit with 10 stacks of the freeze, you will achieve higher damage. And I'll keep retrying. Maybe I'll find a better lineup or a better rotation. Maybe it's the timing. And here Cammy does everything. So I start with Cammy, Athlete Chun-li for crits. If she crits, I have more combo gauge, and then I go with Cammy, and I'll show you the fight here. I'm going quick with the fight because we've already seen how these fights go, and there's no specific timing or rotation. I'm just winging it and going with the rotation at X3 bars. I'll try to do more testing. If there's a specific rotation that would give me the highest damage, I will go with it. So this is how we go. Cammy, Athlete Chun-li, then Cammy. And as you see, Evil Ryu is helping there with his attacks when he triggers, and that's all. This was so good. This team did a lot of damage. I didn't expect that much of damage from this team. I mean, 4.5 100 million, which is good. So half a billion across the board on all the teams. It got me to rank 10, which was actually good. That was it for the video. If you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe. If you didn't, I thank you for watching, and as always, stay frosty. Peace.
Time to fly, time to fly. Never give up, we won't retreat. The ones who stand